What is the most terrifying double life secret you've ever uncovered about someone? 1. A very close friend of mine moved to Thailand to work, and it turned out that work was managing a child brothel. He's currently rotting in a Thai prison, and I hope every day is a new horror for him. 2. My dad lived a second life. He met my mom on a work trip, and for 2.5 years he played into the facade of "Oh, now I have to go on another work trip for a week and a half," when in reality he was seeing his second family. He sold medical supplies in Denver, Colorado, so I guess taking frequent trips wasn't a red flag, neither my mom nor the other family. It wasn't until my mom fell pregnant with me that he confessed about having a wife and daughter. He begged her for an abortion. Mom said no. He axed her from his life. She filed for child support, and that's how his wife found out about the affair. She divorced him. Neither myself nor my half-sister see him, talk to him, or even think about him. 3. I worked with a guy who had a really tragic backstory. His wife and child were supposedly killed in a car accident. Seemed nice enough, but there was always something off about him. Shortly after leaving that job, I get a message from one of my old coworkers that he was fired after they found his criminal record. Rape, kidnapping, death threats, producing pornography of a child. I no longer believe his family died. 4. Not terrifying, but a secret from my life. When I was in university, my wife and I were saving for a house down payment, and I would pick up the odd shift, 2 per month, as an overnight doorman at a building. I guess I was sort of a security guard, but I didn't have any credentials for that, so I basically just had to sit in the lobby in case something happened. Nothing ever happened. So I used that time to write erotica, which I'd sell on self-publishing websites. I sold $25,000 worth of books in 4 months. I had to come clean to my wife when I showed her the money we suddenly had for the down payment. I only let her read one of the books because it's kind of embarrassing. She sometimes calls me Heisenberg because of it. 5. My roommate's BF was the college mascot all 4 years at a big SEC school. I had no idea until he did the traditional reveal at his graduation. 6. The sweet, smiling vet tech who looked after my pets, Carla Homolka, was a serial killer. 7. Threads like this make me question how many people are living completely different lives behind the scenes. 8. Everyone thought this guy was a struggling artist, but it turned out he was actually a millionaire from an inheritance, and he was hiding because he wanted people to think he was edgy and self-made. 9. My ex-partner of 12 years is a pedophile. I only found out as the police turned up to arrest him for sexual communications with a minor as I was getting our 2 young daughters ready for school. In interview, he admitted that he'd been doing it for years. That was 6 months ago. He didn't learn his lesson, as he was arrested again a few weeks ago for communicating and planning to meet up with 2 decoys from a predator hunting group. This time the sting in his arrest was live-streamed on social media while he was at his job. He was fired immediately and his boss kicked him out. He was staying with his family as he had no idea what he was originally arrested for. Now he's homeless, jobless, and it also turns out he took out 4 loans against the car his boss provided for him. So he's being charged with theft too. I'm left picking up the pieces. I wanted to protect my daughters as much as I could, but I'm almost relieved that it's out there for everyone to see. Now people know what an absolute piece of shit he is. The cases are still being investigated, but I hope he ends up rotting in prison.